Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. There are no bad pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Most folks are about as happy as they make their minds up to be. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Love is the chain to lock a child to its parent. Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. He has a right to criticize, who has a heart to help. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient for that day. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other thing. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. I have a congenital aversion to failure. The greatest fine art of the future will be the making of a comfortable living from a small piece of land. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. And having thus chosen our course, without guile, and with pure purpose, let us renew our trust in God, and go forward without fear, and with manly hearts. Human nature will not change. In any future great national trial, compared with the men of this, we shall have as weak and as strong, as silly and as wise, as bad and as good. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. I claim not to have controlled events, but confess plainly that events have controlled me. I know not how to aid you, save in the assurance of one of mature age, and much severe experience, that you cannot fail, if you resolutely determine that you will not. I have stepped out upon this platform that I may see you, and that you may see me, and in the arrangement I have the best of the bargain. The demon of intemperance ever seems to have delighted in sucking the blood of genius and of generosity. This is a world of compensations, and he who would be no slave must consent to have no slave. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and, under a just God, cannot long retain it. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. You think slavery is right and should be extended, while we think slavery is wrong and ought to be restricted. The one victory we can ever call complete will be that one which proclaims that there is not one slave or one drunkard on the face of God's green earth. Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith, let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. If we have no friends, we have no pleasure, and if we have them, we are sure to lose them and be doubly pained by the loss. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. If I am killed, I can die but once, but to live in constant dread of it is to die over and over again. And in the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years.